You know what it's like to work hard. You know what it's like to live on the edge without a safety net. You know how hard it is to stay motivated. What you don't know is what we see in you. Where some people see your struggles, setbacks, and challenges, we see responsibility, wisdom, and strength. Where some see a degree as a way for you to advance in the world, we see it as a way for you to advance the world. You did not come this far just to go this far, because the question isn't just about what you can become. You already have what it takes. The real question is, who can stop you?
Everyone deserves a chance to fulfill their highest potential, to thrive. That's what we believe at Santa Monica College. And that is the story behind SMC's record as California's #1 transfer college for 30 straight years. Because we believe that no matter who you are or where you come from, you and your dreams matter. The professors who choose to teach at SMC do so because they see your potential. At SMC, there is a support network built around your needs. Counselors meet you where you are. This is how we prepare you to go to the world's best universities and to excel in your dream career. SMC's commitment to you is unwavering. We believe in you.
Welcome everyone to this wonderful occasion, the 91st commencement exercise of Santa Monica College. This is our second virtual commencement, with our first being held in June 2020 due to an international public health crisis, the novel coronavirus pandemic. The United States and many nations have made significant progress toward managing the COVID-19 virus and are beginning to see light at the end of the tunnel. However, the need to still observe health and safety protocols and required distancing for large public events has made it necessary that we celebrate this special day once again virtually. However, this year, we are delighted to be able to add a safe in-person commencement activity, a drive-through diploma event, which took place Saturday, June 19th. Over 1,000 graduates, their families, and friends participated. We enthusiastically look forward to again celebrating in person the achievements of all SMC graduates and certificate recipients. The 2020-2021 academic year has been a landmark year for Santa Monica College. Transfer data from the University of California showed that SMC has been #1 in transfers for 30 consecutive years to UC campuses. This is a record of which we are exceedingly proud. It points to the steadfast dedication of SMC professors and counselors, the care and commitment of classified professionals, managers, and administrators, But it also speaks to the talent, tenacity, and total dedication of SMC students, not just those who are transferring to four-year colleges and universities, but also those who will embark upon careers that will transform their own lives, the lives of their family members, and touch, shape, and redefine this world in meaningful ways. This is also a landmark year for SMC in another way. We celebrate the second cohort of SMC students who, in the midst of a global pandemic, social and political upheavals locally and globally, have persisted and stayed the course. The following data points underscore this fact. 8,131 degrees and certificates awarded to 5,135 students. The youngest 9 graduates are 17 years old and graduate with an associate degree. The oldest is 94 and graduates with a Certificate of Achievement in Animation Foundation. To all the graduates and certificate recipients, you are awesome and amazing. You are excellence in motion. You are SMC. Congratulations. Congratulations because you have persisted throughout one of the most difficult, fraught times in human history. Congratulations because you stand poised on the brink of a moment filled with opportunities to create a better way of living and coexisting with fellow human beings and our environment. Congratulations, because you embody the resilience and power of the human spirit to triumph over hurdles of fear, self-doubt, sexism, and economic, gender, racial, cultural, political, and religious divides. You have the potential and power to make the world truly a much better place. Today's event is all about celebrating SMC's students. In addition to the graduate profiles in the commencement program, which can be found on the SMC website, we will have several videos of our students playing throughout this virtual event. All of these students have overcome multiple challenges throughout their tenure here at SMC and exemplify what it means to be a part of the SMC community.
Right out of high school, when I was 17, I became homeless, and that's partly the reason why I couldn't attend a four-year university. So walking into SMC that first day, a community college, I'm not gonna lie, it was a bit disheartening for me because I felt as though I've quote unquote failed. But actually, I think this has been the most rewarding experience. I think it changed the game for me. I worked full time, I was couch hopping, showering at gyms, like I had to do what I had to do, and it paid off. Your situation does not define you, does not define your capabilities, and most importantly, you're deserving to be more than what you were told that you were going to be. But something that SMC really taught me is that you are meant to do great things because it puts you in a position to do great things for other people. So I'm studying business economics, and I think that businesses play a big role in what a community looks like. I need to be at that table where I'm able to bring my perspective through my experiences and talk on behalf of communities that aren't at that table. I am a peer navigator, so I help incoming students assimilate to the college campus. I definitely plan to put myself in a position financially where I am able to sponsor students here at SMC, because I think what we have here is such a jewel and it's so rare. There's a reason why Santa Monica Community College is the #1 community college. They're your vehicle, and they make it a priority to really embrace you in whatever you need. Here's this workshop, here's this resource, here's this, that. They will be in your face because they know what you're capable of, and eventually you will too.
Congratulations to the class of 2021. Every year, I have been honored as Academic Senate President to deliver one final faculty challenge to you, the graduating students, as you depart for your next success with diploma in hand. I sometimes feel a little bashful challenging students who have already demonstrated their keen intellects, stellar work ethics, and commitment to their education by completing their degrees. During your time with us at Santa Monica College, not only have you learned your disciplines and coursework, but all of us have also been taught by sorrow, loss, sacrifice, and rapid change. The past 16 months of the pandemic have been so difficult, yet you have succeeded despite every sadness and hardship. What strength, what courage, what formidable bravery you have all demonstrated to the world. Considering this, your faculty challenge you to consider how these unique and historic experiences, as well as your education, have changed you. Reflect upon the values you have developed as a result of these experiences and carpe diem. Yes, carpe diem, a famous and well-worn Latin phrase which means seize the day, make the best of your opportunities, do it now, and live your life as the person you are and the person you want to become. This historic crossroads we find ourselves at during the moment of your graduation is a ripe opportunity for you to realize your dreams, make your careers, and effect real positive change for yourself, families, community, nation, and world. In my almost 40 years on this beautiful planet, I have never felt a moment quite like this one. The social, political, and economic landscape of America has been dramatically altered forever, positively charged with change and excitement and opportunity just at the moment you will venture on to new transfer institutions, careers, and places to live and grow in communities. There has never been so much hope or so much potential. The difficult journey we have been on during the last few years together has been one of trauma and grief, fortitude and courage, bravery and redemption. We were squeezed in an icy mountain pass, suffering a raging blizzard that we could not see our way out of. We couldn't see each other, and sometimes we could not even see ourselves. We mourn those we love who are no longer with us now that this storm is subsiding. You, the graduating class, acted heroically. You cared for your families and friends. You worked on the front lines, all while continuing to pursue and complete your degrees as a monstrous storm swirled all around you. You are the people who did that. You are strong, and you can do anything. And now that we find ourselves coming around the bend and are discovering a beautiful meadow dotted with colorful wildflowers and traversed by a powerful river of life, full of gushing energy and surrounded and protected by the snowy mountains from whence the power of that river first originated. Once more, the arc of the sun is lifted and rises over the valley at dawn, and as the gentle mist rises, it warms the earth while whispering the perpetual promise of a brand new day. This better new day is yours, and the faculty of this college challenge you to joyfully and powerfully seize this day, take your opportunity, make your way through the glorious meadow of life, being the person you are, and make sure that all of humanity has the opportunity to be there, as well as the earth itself, contributing to this joyful gathering. Carpe diem, seize the day. Be the person you want to be right now. Let everyone know who you are. Be the change you wish to see in the world today, and love yourself and those around you even more joyfully from this moment on and forevermore. Do it now. Carpe diem. Seize the day. It has been an honor, a privilege, and a joy to serve you. We love you. You will always have a home here at Santa Monica College, and we are in awe of your achievements. Congratulations to you, the class of 2021, on an excellent job well done. Please enjoy a wonderful summer.
My journey started here at SMC in 2018. So my oldest son graduated from high school, and this was his first year coming to SMC. I had just graduated from a 4-year college with a degree in food science and technology. I was working in a food micro lab, and I realized it wasn't for me. And I decided to quit my job and return back to school. And it was the best decision I've ever made. I walked into a PR class, and from the first day, I said, oh, this is what I'm gonna do. Like, this is my purpose. It felt that I got a second chance, a second opportunity to find a career that I truly love. There's so much support from the staff, so much support from the professors. SMC feels like a family, and it feels like community. My next step, definitely I will be pursuing my master's, and I'm gonna have my own integrated marketing company one day. I love being an example for my children. It's so important for me that I lead by example. And so my oldest son, I came here because of him, and I also have a high school student who's a junior, and she's taking classes here at SMC also. I've learned all these skills and all these tools, and everything that I've learned, now I'm ready to bring it to my profession and share it with the world.
Dear Santa Monica College graduates, on behalf of the Associated Students, I want to say congratulations on graduating, on hanging on despite the challenges you faced, and on making it through a year that no one could have seen coming. Your achievements are not limited to the excellence of your academics or the depth of your extracurriculars. For some of us, like myself, just hanging on was a huge achievement in and of itself. And look at that, you've made it through, and now you may rest, heal, and rejoice. I hope you've heard this a million times already, but congratulations. The whole purpose of this is to celebrate you, and I hope that no matter where you are, whether it's day or night, that you have time to sit with yourself, your loved ones, and realize that you did it. Cliché, I know, but it's true. I spent a lot of time looking up what a good commencement speech sounds like and top 10 most inspiring speeches. And for all the effort, I think what I learned was it is an opportunity to commemorate taking a step in life that you all have been working hard for, and also time to impart some sort of vision, some moral about how that next step goes. I'm going to be honest with you, I have no idea where you all are heading. As you can see, I have no cap to throw at the end of this, but what I do have is a brain. A very presidential brain with very presidential thoughts that would like to share some presidential wisdom. My presidential wisdom is as such. Find love as it is all around us. Love resides in your community, your friends, your environment. It is everywhere. It is with love for what surrounds us that can push us to be better, to do better. Your environments may soon be changing with new schools, new neighborhoods, and new people. Wherever you find yourselves, I hope you can find love in your new communities, and in turn, they find love in you. That is my very optional advice that you definitely don't have to take. Want you to know, even if you don't know me, or I don't know you, know that I am proud of you. I'm proud to have represented you, and I'm proud of what you will become.
When I came to LA, I had no plans and I was financially limited. And I was put in a situation where I was just dropped off in Venice, in the middle of Venice Boulevard. And it's like, what do you do next? And then somehow I found my way at SMC campus, and I told myself I could see myself here in this campus. I went online, I saw the classes they were offering, and I saw like the admissions process. It was very simple. So I was like, this is a no-brainer. The community at SMC definitely fosters this inclusive environment where not only are you exposed to the peers that are motivated like you and the professors that are motivated and willing to help you, but outside of that too, you have a lot of resources that you can reach out to, and it's just endless resources. At SMC, there's a lot of individuals who are working here to help the students succeed. And for me, it was the first person that I could think about was my counselor, Mrs. Turner. And then another person I could say is Jocelyn Nguyen. She's helped me make connections and helped me find resources whenever I needed help. It's not just the 9-to-5 job. I think that's one thing you can definitely tell about the staff at SMC. I'm studying cognitive neuroscience. I hope to initially do some research, maybe in academia, and then hopefully I can get my master's and PhD. I would like to be a professor or do some sort of teaching. So I see myself in an academic environment for the long haul. I'm passionate about seeing people reach their potential. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter where you come from. Coming to SMC will help you figure out what you want to do.
Each spring, the Santa Monica College Foundation awards scholarships to hundreds of students. This year, 930 scholarships totaling over $1.1 million have been awarded by the foundation. I'm pleased to share that 12 students received the SMC Foundation's highest award, the Carol H. and Kevin W. Scherer Scholarship for Education. All 12 are transferring to a UC or CSU campus this fall and demonstrated a clear career focus and employment path in a variety of fields, including science, medicine, business, economics, and engineering. Congratulations to all of these Scherer scholars and to every SMC scholarship recipient. And a heartfelt thank you to the many generous donors and to the SMC Foundation.
I chose to come to SMC because it has the best reputation. As a student coming to a foreign country by myself, it wasn't an easy thing. But I saw SMC has a really great student service, great professors, and there's a lot of classes I could take. I thought this was the best opportunity for me to start in a foreign country by myself. I was inspired in majoring in computer science because my father was also a computer programmer, so since I was a kid, I saw him doing the programming and I thought it was really fascinating. Community college life isn't easy, so you really have to work hard. Working hard doesn't make you succeed. You need a mentor who could give you a feedback. You need a counselor who could actually discuss your education, your courses, and your grading or the relation with the professors. I had a close counselor. His name is Jose. I got actually accepted to the internship that Jose recommended. I got an experience with peers, mentors, and professors at UCI. That was really meant a lot to me. I got accepted to all the 9 UC campuses and I decided to go to UC Berkeley. This was because of the strong foundation I had during the SMC journey, and I have a strong confidence that with this strong foundation I could do well after I transfer, and then I have a strong goal to achieve as a computer programmer who could actually develop AI algorithms for cancer diagnosis. I want people to know about SMC that there are so many opportunities, but you have to work hard to achieve them. But with your strong confidence and hard work, I can guarantee that you could succeed and you could transfer to the school you want.
graduates, today we celebrate you and your accomplishments. Graduating students had the opportunity to upload short videos or photos to be used for a graduation tribute that can be downloaded and viewed on social media with family and friends. Here are just a few highlights of those submitted. You may view the full list of graduate videos at smc.edu/graduation at the end of the ceremony.
Proud to be SMC.
Ooh, heck yes, SMC.
I want to say a huge thank you.
I'd like to thank my folks and everything that they've done for me and SMC itself.
My mom, my dad, my boyfriend, and the rest of my friends and family.
My husband, my son, and all my friends and family who helped encourage me to get my diploma.
I am a graduate of 2021. Did it! Ah!
Congratulations to everyone in class of 2021.
We did it, y'all. Woo!
I chose SMC because I knew that I wanted to pursue STEM and I wasn't sure what major I wanted to go to, but I knew SMC had a STEM program here, and it's through that program I was able to meet different professors and different students even within the STEM field and learn about bioengineering. There are so many vast resources here available for you, and it's a really friendly environment. I have an EOPS counselor and a STEM counselor. For my STEM counselor, he definitely helped me in planning out all my classes, and my EOPS counselors definitely helped me a lot in terms of transferring. I work as a STEM tutor and peer mentor, and our main goal is equity, to make sure everyone has the same amount of resources to reach the same goal. I'm currently transferring to UC Berkeley, and one of the main things about Berkeley is they have really amazing research opportunities. In the future, I hope to work in cardiology. I've been interested in becoming a cardiologist for my residency, and there's so much more improvement that can be done in that field. It's a personal thing, I've been personally affected by it. Within my family, we do have quite a few diseases, like cancer and heart disease is very common. The thing with doing an MD PhD is you're not just helping and treating patients, but you're also connected to the process of improving those treatments you're doing on patients. I definitely hope to participate in those medical treatments.
It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce Santa Monica College's 2021 commencement speaker. The Honorable Fiona Ma is California's 34th state treasurer. She was elected on November 6, 2018, with nearly 8 million votes, more than any other candidate for treasurer in the history of California. She is the first woman of color and the first woman certified public accountant elected to this position. In your programs, you will find a detailed bio covering Treasurer Ma's many accomplishments. Please take a look. So that we will have ample time to hear from Treasurer Ma, let me share just 3 highlights from her bio. First, Treasurer Ma is the state's primary banker for California, the world's 5th largest economy. Her office processes more than $2 trillion in payments each year, overseeing an investment portfolio of more than $124 billion. Second, in 2020, her office refinanced $6.2 billion of debt, creating a savings of $1.8 billion for California taxpayers. That was truly a noteworthy achievement. Third, Treasurer Ma is no newcomer to the life of public service. Before being elected state treasurer, she was an elected member of the California Board of Equalization from 2015 until January of 2019, and worked to protect the rights of taxpayers while ensuring California collected its fair share of tax revenues. She also served in the State Assembly from 2006 to 2012, serving as Speaker pro tem for 2 of those years and passed legislation during the budget crisis to expand access to health care, protect education and the environment. And she served from 2002 to 2006 on the San Francisco Board of Supervisors, working on many issues, including ending human trafficking in massage parlors. Treasurer Ma, we are honored to have you as commencement speaker and eagerly look forward to your words of wisdom for our graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Catherine Jeffrey, for the kind introduction and for bestowing the honor for me to speak at this 91st commencement ceremony. Thank you to all the other speakers, the Associated Board of Directors, guests, family, friends, students, and especially the class of 2021 graduates. I hope you will remember and fully embrace this joyous moment. Reflect on your first day stepping on campus at SMC, your last day of class, your struggles, and your triumphs. Although you can't revel in the festivities in person, this virtual ceremony allows for a wider audience, both nationally and globally. And instead of being seated with your fellow graduates, you are sitting next to your loved ones, your village, your family, friends, mentors, and others who have inspired, encouraged, and supported you through this journey. This is their celebration too. This is also a historic day in SMC history. To know that there are 9 decades of commencement ceremonies before yours, that today on June 25th, your name and the degree you've rightfully earned has been officially recorded alongside the other 6,500 degree and certificate recipients. Your name will be forever listed alongside notable SMC alumni like Arnold Schwarzenegger, actor and former California governor, Dr. Jeremy Powell, co-recipient of the 2007 Nobel Peace Prize for Climate Change, Inonje Wina, Vice President of the Republic of Zambia, Hilary Swank, Academy Award-winning actress, and Laila Ali, daughter of Muhammad Ali, pro boxer and entrepreneur. Just know that as a group, you've brought honor and esteem to this institution. I am so proud of each and every one of you for reaching this milestone. And on this day, you can together shout out your school slogan, proud to be SMC. Today, I was also asked to share my personal story and how I got here. I'm the oldest daughter of immigrant parents. I was born in New York City and stayed with my grandparents in Chinatown during the week. For 4 years, my parents worked to save money, and we finally bought our first home on Long Island, where I grew up in a community with very few students that looked like me. Since I was young, my parents encouraged us to try everything, to be well-rounded. I got my first job at 10 years old as a mother's helper at our local community pool. I was a top cookie seller in my Brownies and Girl Scout troop. I played in my school's band and later started my own band called the Banana Splits, where I played the drums. I was a synchronized swimmer, was the banker in our 4th grade Snake River Valley project, which may have planted the seed to being the state's banker today. I was a cheerleader for a minute, but I really excelled in sports, where I played 4 sports in junior high and high school and was captain in my senior year. My only advanced placement class in high school was Spanish. Growing up, my parents wanted us to be one of the lead professions, so since I was good at math, they decided I should be an accountant. I applied to a bunch of colleges but decided to attend the Rochester Institute of Technology in upstate New York because my parents wanted me to be close to home. I also really liked the tennis coach, who was like a second mother to many of us, and I played both singles and doubles my entire 4 years. One of my doubles partners was completely deaf, so she was always trying to hit as many balls as she could that came over the net, forgetting that I was also on the court. And sometimes we would even crash into each other. However, my campus job for my entire 4 years was working at the interpreter's office at the National Technical Institute for the Deaf, our sister campus, where I learned to use the TTY, which is a telecommunications device for the deaf, and learned a little sign language. I wish I had learned more sign language so I could better communicate with people who are hearing impaired. But thanks to Google, I can one day go back and teach myself to sign. I also chose RIT because it had a paid internship program. Many companies came on campus to recruit us for internships, and I did both of mine in New York City working with one of the big 8 accounting firms in the trust and estate department. I would highly recommend doing paid internships, as this is a great first step into a company to be able to prove yourself and see whether that company is the right fit for you. While I was in my second year of college, my parents decided to move to San Francisco to be closer to my grandparents. So as a dutiful oldest daughter, I moved to San Francisco after graduation and accepted a job with the same Big 8 accounting firm in the real estate tax department this time. I have to say it was a culture shock to meet people that looked like me in California and to meet so many people from diverse backgrounds. But when I started working my first professional job, I was surprised to see that there were not any women or people of color in leadership positions. So after getting all of my audit hours and earning my master's in taxation from Golden Gate University, I decided to start my own accounting firm and be my own boss at the age of 28. Shortly thereafter, I was recruited to be the president of the Asian Business Association. This was the first time I had to go and meet with local government officials, went to Sacramento to testify on bills, and got involved in the 1995 White House Conference on Small Business under President Bill Clinton. It sparked my fascination with government and politics and gave me a window into the world of public service. To learn more, I took on a part-time job with former Senator John Burton, where I handled constituent cases mostly involving finance and taxes. I got appointed to a local board to hear property tax appeal cases. I joined a lot of organizations and even started my own West Side Chinese Democratic Club. Through those experiences, I knew it was my life's calling to serve my community and represent those who have a small voice and or no voice, and to level the playing field. Before I got elected as the state treasurer 2.5 years ago, I served on the San Francisco Board of Supervisors. I was Speaker Pro Tem and member of the California State Assembly, and I was also chair and member of the State Board of Equalization. I love California, and I'm honored to serve as California's 34th state treasurer. I am the third woman and the only woman of color, plus woman CPA, elected to this position since 1850. I am also proud to report that our top elected constitutional officers in California reflect the diversity of California. State Controller Betty Yee, Attorney General Rob Bonta, and I are children of immigrant AAPI parents. Insurance Commissioner Ricardo Lara is the son of a formerly undocumented factory worker and a seamstress from Mexico. Secretary of State Shirley Weber and Superintendent Tony Thurmond and Board of Equalization member Maglia Cohen are African Americans. And Lieutenant Governor Eleni Kounalakis is the daughter of Greek immigrants. So being the state treasurer is a big responsibility. My office processes more than $2 trillion in transactions in a typical year. I oversee a short-term investment portfolio of $150 billion, and I am the agent of sale for all state bonds, including the UC systems and CSU. But there's much more to my job. I also chair 13 boards, commissions, and authorities that funds all kinds of interesting work. I oversee 3 savings programs, and we help finance hospitals and clinics, schools, public transportation, green energy, advanced manufacturing, and we are also ground zero in the housing crisis, financing thousands of units of affordable housing in California each year. Later this year, we will be financing our first student housing project at Santa Rosa Community College. Statewide, only 11 of 115 California community colleges offer student housing. So we see this as a game changer for many students who have been couch surfing, living in their cars, or commuting long hours to attend classes. I am also a firm believer in intergenerational housing. I know that a lot of you live with extended family members. I am blessed that my father lives with me and that we take care of each other. He continues to be my biggest fan, but I still worry about his safety as well as the safety of many elders who have been targeted in recent months. According to the Stop Asian Hate report, between March 19, 2020 and March 31st, 2021, there have been over 6,000 incidences of hate crime. 20 states have reported incidents, and California has the highest number with 40%. I want to thank everyone who has been standing with us to stop Asian violence. We must all stand together and speak out against racism, hatred, and violence, and celebrate and cherish our diversity, which is the special recipe for why California is the 5th largest economy. Now that I've shared my personal story, it is time to think about yours. What is your narrative? What will be your legacy? I want to leave you with 2 quotes from Representative John Lewis, the civil rights activist who marched with the great Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. and represented Georgia in Congress for 33 years. He said, "Every generation leaves behind a legacy. What that legacy will be is determined by the people of that generation. What legacy do you want to leave behind?" He also said, "It is only through examining history that you become aware of where you stand within the continuum of change." Santa Monica College is a place that encourages your self-exploration and the formation of your identity. Think about SMC and how it reminds you of where you came from and where you want to go and be in the future. Today, Santa Monica College is one of 116 community colleges attended by 2.1 million students like yourself. I'm particularly impressed with SMC's 30-year record as the #1 transfer college to the University of California, #1 transfers to UCLA, USC, and LMU, #1 transfers of Latinx students to the UC system, and also the #1 transfer of African American students to the UC schools. This is something to be proud of, and I see these statistics reflected in Anura, Ashley, Annette, Joshua, Karina, Emily, their stories, and many others. You've already demonstrated your bravery, resilience, flexibility to quickly adjust and pivot in any situation. Many of you are still struggling against unsurmountable odds, facing food insecurity, housing insecurity, and homelessness. Many of you are juggling responsibilities at home, like taking care of siblings and family members, working multiple jobs, and even grieving for lives lost due to the COVID-19 pandemic. It is okay to be scared and afraid of your future, but at the same time, to be positive and hopeful of what's to come. So in closing, work hard and look for those doors of opportunities to open. Always say yes when someone invites you to an event or asks you to get involved. Go above and beyond expectations. Find that mentor or mentors who can help guide you. Always have integrity and do the right thing even if you don't think others are watching. Be true to yourself, your culture, your values, and your beliefs. Live your life with passion and purpose to fully realize your dreams. And use your mind and your voice to speak up when you see injustice to yourself and others. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Aim high and dream big. Seize the day, this moment, and your future. I have full faith that all of you, with the degrees and certificates you've earned, transferring to a college or university or entering the workforce, that you will change the world.
Thank you, Treasurer Ma, for your inspiring words of encouragement and empowerment. You are a role model of excellence. Thank you for your dedication to equity and to public service.
I wasn't the young girl who always dreamed of becoming a doctor. So by the age of 21, I had essentially hit my rock bottom and realized I needed to change my life. I found a love for healing and medicine, and that's when I realized that my path was to become a doctor. A lot of people talked to me about Santa Monica College. There were so many amazing programs for students like myself, such as the Scholars Program to help me be transfer ready, and that's when I knew that SMC was the next step in my journey. In the past, I didn't have a support system. I didn't have people who really believed in me. At SMC, I had a team of people to support me. I was a part of many different programs. I was a part of the Scholars Program, the EOPS program, and the Guardian Scholars Program, and DSPS. It was just incredible. Our healthcare system is broken, and it isn't there to support people who are in poverty or who are marginalized in our country. So that's when I realized I wanted to become a doctor, and that's what inspired me. I got accepted into an Ivy League and to a lot of amazing universities of California, and I've decided that I want to go to UCLA because they have one of the best psychology programs in the nation, and I want to specialize in integrative medicine. And so I feel having a good foundation in psychology is going to help me get there. I'm passionate about my education. I'm passionate about learning so that I can build myself into somebody who one day can make a difference in the world, even if it's a small difference, but so that I can contribute.
It is time for me to confer degrees, an honor and a privilege. Will the graduates please rise? Upon recommendation of the faculty and by the authority vested in me by the California Community College's Board of Governors and the Board of Trustees of Santa Monica College, I hereby confer upon you the bachelor's degree, associate degree, certificate of achievement, or certificate of completion. As is academic tradition, students who have not yet earned a degree wear the tassel of their mortarboard on the right side. Once the degree is conferred, the scholar moves the tassel to the left side, thereby joining the company of SMC graduates before you. Ask a member of your family or a friend to capture this moment for you on video and share it on Instagram using the hashtag Proud to be SMC. In recognition of this new status, I invite all of our graduates to move your tassels to the left as family, friends, SMC faculty, and staff applaud your outstanding achievement. Graduates, take a moment to savor your accomplishments. For those of you celebrating at home with your family and friends in the United States and in other countries around the world, look around you. Please remember to express gratitude to those who personally and collectively supported your academic goal and helped you arrive at this culmination of your SMC journey. You have done it, and they have helped. Congratulations, class of 2021. You now belong in the company of those privileged and fortunate to earn a world-class education, who have the tools to take that education and remake the world into a better place. Do not forget this moment as you proceed on your educational and career journeys. Do not forget that within you lies the potential to break barriers, to persist, to fulfill your own dreams and those of others too. Don't forget Santa Monica College. I hope you will always be proud to be SMC. Ladies and gentlemen, family members and friends, I present to you the graduating class of Santa Monica College of 2021.
Be that silver lining to the story. If you thought that I would turn and run, then y'all don't know me. May my fears rest in peace, cause that's a old me. Got this taste on my tongue, I crave the glory. Gasoline in my veins, be the fuel through my pain. Oh, as we rise from the flames. Heart of a lion, never say never. Cut like a diamond, shine under pressure.